Shafter is expanding, and we have already seen some major businesses move in, and that's just the beginning for Shafter's growing future. 23
ABC's Scott Sheehan has more on how Shafter is attracting new major businesses and their families. Scott?
Earlier this month, we reported that Walmart will be opening a new distribution center in Shafter in 2020, and that got us wondering, why Shafter over other places like Bakersfield, Delano, or Tehachapi? And the answer is decades in the making. Shafter recently celebrated its first centennial. Founded in 1913, the 19,000-person city has roots in oil and agriculture. As Shafter moves deeper into its second century, city manager Scott Hurlpert says it's time for Shafter to pull away from being just an ag and oil city.
And those are cyclic types of industries, and they do have ups and downs. And I think it's just smart to have a plan that includes diversifying that economic base.
In the late 1990s, Target opened a distribution center off 7th Standard Road. It was the beginning of their industrial overhaul. Hurlpert says in recent years, they have added city infrastructure to the privately owned wonderful industrial park. He says the city added a city-owned rail line into the park, a container yard, as well as installed high-speed fiber internet to the industrial park to help bring in prospective businesses.
And we work with them to make sure that there are as few barriers as possible for folks to choose this area for their facilities.
Shafter is located within 3 to 4 hours of Northern California, Southern California, and Las Vegas. It sits between the 99 and the 5 and has a freight train stop. For businesses like Walmart, who recently announced they're opening a new distribution center, Shafter is a strategic location.
We found that Shafter is in that sweet spot for us. That's really going to help us get goods to our customers faster and more reliably than we can with our current facilities.
Malshock says a lot of those new jobs moving into Shafter are STEM-based. STEM is an area Shafter has been focusing on since the new Learning Center opened in 2014.
So we offer a variety of courses, especially in STEM, so offering classes that maybe they normally wouldn't see, where they're building rockets, learning about airplanes, other science subjects. And then we also offer courses where if a student needs a little bit of extra help with reading or math, we can provide that extra help here as well.
Nina Rodriguez says the Learning Center also offers help in reading and tutoring for first grade to high school students. They also encourage Shafter high school students to challenge themselves with advanced placement courses. Nina Rodriguez says Shafter gives financial awards to students who score well on those AP tests. A student gets paid $100 for scoring a 3 out of 5, $150 for a 4 out of 5, and $200 for a 5 out of 5. And Nina Rodriguez says that extra attention to education will hopefully build a more educated workforce in Shafter for their growing STEM jobs.
So really thinking about not just the individual student, but also how that individual student will one day come back and work in those industries and help develop those industries here in Shafter.
News of the push for education and new jobs coming to Shafter has already turned some heads.
Excited. Really excited. I think, they need that out here.
Marina Ramirez says she recently moved with her husband and son from East Bakersfield to the new housing subdivision in Shafter near the industrial park. Hurlpert says the city approved more than 3,100 new homes to be built, and if all those homes are completed, Shafter could see their population nearly double.
That's exciting for all the new parents that have little kids. Our neighbor just had a little one, so that's really good. There's a lot of little kids around here.
While Hurlpert says the city can't say who might be the next major business to move into Shafter, but he does say Shafter has laid the groundwork to make that future move as easy as possible.
I think other companies look at that and it takes away some of the risk in their minds of saying, hey, Shafter is a good place to do business. It eliminates some of that reluctance to come to a new market.
At 7 o'clock in just about 10 minutes, I'll be on Facebook Live answering any questions you might have about the new developments in the works in Shafter. You can find me on our 23 ABC Facebook page for that Facebook Live Q&A. Feel free to ask me with any questions that you might have about the story and Shafter's growth. Reporting, Scott Sheehan, 23 ABC News.